I'm actually the worst comedian, not morally or anything, just in terms of quality. I have a lot of problems, and we're going to talk about them right now. I'm unemployed and single. Those two really seem to go together a lot in my life. It's a kind of a running theme, I guess. But like Chris said, you better notice me shaking up here. It's not just nerves or the DTs for my DWI. It's a little bit of brain damage, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that as funny as I think it is, but that might just be the brain damage. If everyone can find a hard surface, give yourself a good couple knocks, this will go a lot better. I'll wait. No one ever takes me up on that. I think that's how I'll know when I finally made a fan, is when I have to pay their medical bills or something. But actually last week I had a really uncomfortable encounter with one of my biggest fans. I was sleeping and my ceiling fan fell on me. Luckily it wasn't like the whole thing, just like one of the blades came down and slapped my leg. And, being asleep, I woke up automatically thinking, like having flashbacks, so I was like, Mom, no, I didn't eat all the Chips Ahoy, I'm sorry. Parental abuse joke. But with the shaking, it's not all bad. Trying to stay positive. Like I said, I'm unemployed, but I think I have a couple pretty unique job opportunities lined up. Been applying at Lowe's and Home Depot in the paint department, and Sherwin-Williams, I guess. But anytime they need a new batch of paint, they just hand me the can and take care of that pretty easily. And I can hold a conversation while I do it. They haven't called back yet. I guess no one respects the personal touch anymore. But been applying at all the bars around town. Anytime someone's like shaking nuts, it's the same joke. I'm not gonna waste you guys' time. They haven't called back either. Like I said, I'm single, but I think I have a pretty unique pickup line. I like to say I'm a human vibrator. No batteries required. I can go in water. I'll make that annoying sound. I mean, I can if that's what you're into. I'm very desperate. I mean, adaptable. I'm very adaptable. I haven't gotten any calls back from that either. At this point, being unemployed and single as long as I have, it's starting to get to be like almost like a betting situation. I'm taking bets on which is going to end up getting declined more, my debit card or my V card. It's neck and neck, guys. And being unemployed, I'm starting to have to make cuts back on my spending. I think I made the smartest decision to start cutting back on my diet. I think that's going to pan out real well soon. Everyone remembers like the food pyramid from school. I've just been slowly pulling blocks out of that like a Jenga tower, hoping it doesn't fall down. I heard if you don't eat like citrus or like fruits and stuff enough, you can end up with rickets or scurvy. But I still would rather end up with that than find out what happens when you go through Hot Pocket withdrawals. Just reverse diarrhea. I don't know. I think that's my time. You guys have been awesome. Thanks.
Next time, Loving Spangler. You little stupid ass bitch, I didn't think of windshield. That was not intentional.
I thought Build-A-Bear Workshop was an exclusive gym for homosexual men. When I found out that wasn't the case, I was like, gap in the market, I'm gonna open an exclusive gym for homosexual men. But I'd never done that before, so I had to look up what do you do? And they were like, get investors. So I thought to myself, okay, well, who should I ask? So I emailed Tiger Woods. I was really proud of myself because in the email I didn't mention any of his affairs. I don't even think he'd be good at sex though. Like his entire success is devoted to just finishing in as few strokes as possible. So I was like, okay, I need to send out more emails. So I was like, I'll email my favorite musician, Eazy-E. But he died of AIDS. So I couldn't do that. And that sucks. But I think it would suck just as bad to like get AIDS from Eazy. Because you have to go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, who gave you AIDS? And you're just, it was easy. The doctor's like, yes, I know you're a slut. Who gave you AIDS? Then I found out that to own a gym, you have to like wake up early. And I'm not a morning person at all. Like, my least favorite part of waking up in the morning is that I'm not dead yet. My second least favorite part of waking up in the morning is that to change that, I'd still have to get up. So I was like, okay, well, I won't do that. So I was like, I'll go back to school. So I went back to school for 3 years to be an administrative assistant. And I was like, well, I'll take martial arts classes at the same time. I failed at both. I asked them why I failed. They were like, well, you kept kicking ass when you were supposed to be taking names. Yeah, after that, my life got kind of weird. Like, I performed an exorcism. I didn't have any holy water, so I just used Chick-fil-A lemonade. It worked. And like, not long after that, I was walking down the street and I got called dreamy by a person that looked like a midget pretending to be normal size. Like, full-length pants, but like child-size top. And I think dreamy is kind of a shitty compliment anyway, because it's kind of like telling someone that you think they're like vague and you probably won't remember them in the morning. And then I saw the coolest thing in the world, and it changed my life forever. It was called a jagulion. A jaguar had sex with a lion. Two animals that don't even exist on the same continent got together, copulated, and formed a precious, pouncing baby jagulion cub. Meanwhile, I live in a town with over 100,000 women, and I can't even get a single house cat to fuck me. I've had some mixed reactions to that one. But like, I'm a comedian. I lie. A lot. I could get any house cat to fuck me. Thank you, I'm Logan Spangler.
Give it up for the always funny Logan Spangler. Give your man another round of applause for Greg Gill.
So Donald Trump really wants to build this wall. But if he builds this wall, who does he think he's going to get to cut the White House lawn? You gotta say one thing about Donald Trump, that he's fearless, because he had sex with a porn star without a condom. Charlie Sheen did the same thing. We see what happened to him. So the other day I went to a strip club that had an all-you-can-eat buffet as long as you paid the cover charge. And I'm not gonna pass up bacon wrapped shrimp. So when I sat down, the stripper came next to me, sat down. She told me this story about why women need to wash their underwear by hand is because if they don't, they could catch a yeast infection. And last year, during the summer, I went on vacation to LA, decided on my second day to walk Sunset Boulevard, and when I approached this bus stop bench, there was a homeless man jacking off. I'm only guessing that he's homeless because he was wearing shitty clothes and he had a bottle of vodka next to him. That's what probably gave him, the confidence to do this. Then I see 3 cop cars drive by. They don't do nothing. And there's a high school down the street. So I'm thinking, why would they, arrest him? And, so me, I had to give him $10. At least it was entertainment. So I decided to give him $10. And that's it. Thank y'all.